last week I have advised about a software which you can use to create web-based flowcharts. So I'm going to use the same software, and today also I'm going to discuss few questions that are coming in the exams, and actually we have seen those questions in the exam, and in future also we will see these kind of questions. So if you can remember that one is called creately flow charts. So then you can go to creately.com. So, and yeah, this one, creately.com, and then you can start drawing your flowcharts. So you can use your books. Right? You can books to draw this. Okay, today's questions. I have discussed about few things. In programming, you can see three control structures. පාලන view නැත්නම් control structures තුනක් තියෙනවා කියන එක අපි කතා කරා. There are three control structures in programming. What are they? So one is sequence. That means instructions are executed one after the another. Instructions are executed one after the another. එකකට පස්සේ එකක් instruction execute වෙන එක. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට how you came from grade 1 to grade 11 is you passed grade 1, then came to grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5. Likewise, you came to grade 11, one after the another, one after the another. If instructions are executed one after another, that is called sequence. Then selection. In selection, what's really happening in selection, or flow of logic or flow of instructions is selected based on a condition. මොකක් හරි condition එකක් මත තමයි අපි තීරණයක් ගන්න. For an example, you came to a junction, junction එකට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා, whether to turn left or whether to turn right, you have to decide. or decide කරන්න ඕන දකුණටද හැරෙන්න ඕන වමටද හැරෙන්න ඕන කියලා. So that is called selection. Flow of logic or flow of instructions based on a condition. Then the third one, repetition. This is called iteration. Repetition or iteration. What's really happening in repetition or iteration? Flow of logic or flow of instructions is repeated. නැවත ක්‍රියා කරන is repeated until a certain condition, until a condition satisfied. For flow of logic or flow of instruction is repeated until a condition satisfied. Then we call repetition. Today we are going to discuss about the selection and repetition. Selection and repetition. Okay, my question number 1. You can also write down this question and then write down the answer. So while I am typing, you can write the question. Question number 1. Draw a flow chart and write a pseudocode to display numbers from 1 to 10 and also display whether the number is odd or even, and also display whether the number is odd or even. Right? Draw a flow chart and write the pseudocode to display numbers from 1 to 10 and also display whether the number is odd or even. That is the question. So inputs. So you don't have actually specific inputs. Starting will be from 1. Condition is until 10. Process. Process. What is the process? You increase 1 by 1. Increment by 1 by 1. That is the process. And also find whether odd or even. Output. Output is, so you know, numbers from 1 to 10 and their status means odd or even. So this is how you break down the problem into specific areas. You have to find out inputs, from where you have to start, and you have to find out the outputs. Sorry. Inputs, and from where you have to start, and you have to find out the output. And not only that, you have to find out whether is there any conditions. So likewise. Then the drawing part. Hopefully, I think you have finished writing this. ලියනවනම් තාම කියන්න. මම ඊළඟට යන්නේ drawing අඳින part එකට. Finish writing the question? ඉවරද question එක ලියලා? තාම ලියනවද? Hello? Question එක
යන්න ඕනේද?
මොකද්ද? Done.
යන ටික ලියන්න ඕනේද?
Yeah, you have to write this one as well. Write down the starting and until which number and what is the process and what are the outputs, inputs, outputs, everything you have to write. Okay, you're saying that. Right, then let's move to the drawing part. Let's move to the drawing part. හරි මේක ඉවර නම් අපි ප්‍රශ්නෙට අදාළව අපි දැන් අඳින කැලලට. Okay, I'm going to start with a new blank document. I can select any kind of chart here. I can even draw then each and every shape will be here. But if you want to specifically select, you can select flowchart. Right. Okay, I'm going to draw a flowchart now. I have to start. And I know from where I have to start. I have to start with 1, from 1. Then I have to say, okay, start. Or start, ST, let's say it's ST equal 1. That is the starting position. What is the condition? Condition is this. Condition is until 10. So here this condition is condition. Yeah. This is the decision. Decision you say ST less than or equal to 10 until 10. If this is yes, what you have to do? You have to print the numbers. If this is yes, you have to print the numbers. Let me drag a little bit up. Okay, if this is yes, what you have to do is you have to print the number and you have to find out whether, yeah, you should draw the flow chart, but not now. Wait till we complete the flow chart. So we have to find out whether the number is odd or even. So there are two decisions. Actually, I couldn't mention here. So decisions, condition until 10, and not only that, there's another condition with odd or even. You have to find whether number is odd or even. That is also a condition. Write down that as well. Until 10 is also a condition, and finding odd or even is also a decision. If it is greater than 10, you have to stop. That is also a decision. If it is odd or even, that also you have to find out. Okay, let's go back. Then here you have decision saying odd or even. Here you can say if this starting number modulus means if we divide and remainder is, or starting modulus, you can say percentage mark 2 equal to 0. This symbol says modulus, or you can write mod, starting mod 2, whether is it equal to 0. ඒකේ තේරුම මේක දෙකෙන් බෙදුවම ඉතිරි වෙන්නේ බිඳුවද. modulus කියන්නේ ඒක. So when you divide by 2, what is the remainder? If it is 0, after modulating, if it is 0, what will happen? Right? ඒක බිඳුව නම් you have to do one thing. You have to print that number. බිඳුව නම් මොකක්ද? remainder එක බිඳුව නම් whether is it even or odd. ඉතිරි බිඳුව නම් ඒක ඔත්තේද ඉරට්ටේද? even කියන්නේ ඉරට්ටේ, odd කියන්නේ ඔත්තේ. odd or even. If remainder is 0, number is yes. You have to reply. If remainder is 0, number is odd or even. දෙකෙන් බෙදලා ඉතිරිය බිඳුව නම් ඔත්තේද ඉරට්ටේද? Yeah, it's even. The number is even. You can say even. Number එකක් print කරන්න ඕන. Or display number. Or display ST and display even. So if it is odd, එකක් ඉතිරි නම් අපි හිතමු එකක් ඉතිරි. බෙදුවට පස්සේ එකක් ඉතිරි. ඒ කියන්නේ බිඳුවක් ඉතිරි නැහැ. එහෙමනම් අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් number එක odd කියලා. Okay, here let me add some lines. Not this one. Let me add some lines. This is no. If this is yes, this side you should have value for yes. Yes. If it is divided by 0 and remainder is 1, then you have to this arrow, actually you have to join it here. Right. If it is divided and no remainder is not 0, divided and remainder is not 0. Sorry. Wrong. Okay. And then what will happen ultimately after this? You can connect these both edges, right? You can connect using connector and stop. And then you have to increase this number by 1. You can say st equal st plus 1. After increasing, you can go back here after displaying. You can just say an arrow. Here also you can just have arrow to connect this. Then connect this. Then this should be connected bottom. So this arrow. Okay. Now you can draw this because I have already finished that. So now you can draw. Start drawing now. And if this is yes, it will come here. And again, here you have to draw a line. From here to here also, you have to draw a line. Let me draw another line here. Here to here. This is arrow. Quickly draw this, okay? Then I'll explain. Quickly draw this, then I'll explain this. If this is no, you have to stop that part also, you have to draw. If this is no, you have to stop. ST is a starting number. ST means that is a variable. You can call that number or anything. That is a variable. ST means starting or any variable. එතනින් තමයි පටන් ගන්නෙ. හරි අපි මේක ගිහිල්ලා බලමු මේකේ flow එකේ ST1 1 less than 10 ද 1 less than 10 yes 1 is less than 10 ST is 1 1 less than 10 ද 1 10ට වැඩිය අඩුයි ඒ හින්දා yes නම් මෙතනට එනවා then ST දෙකෙන් බෙදෙනවා ST divide by 2 modulus 2 means divide by 2 and find the remainder or the balance ST දෙකෙන් බෙදලා ඉතිරිය බිඳුව නම් if it is yes ST ව display කරනවා දැන් එකනේ එක දෙකෙන් බෙදලා ඉතිරිය බිඳුව වෙන්නේ නැහැ ඉඳ yes පැත්තට නෙමෙයි no පැත්තට යන්නේ එතකොට එක print කරලා odd කියලා කියනවා here also you have arrows the other way here also you have arrow this is connector here also you can mention a connector but it is okay not to mention a connector there හරි දැන් බලමු එක 10ට වැඩිය අඩුයි 1 is less than 10 come here එතකොට එක දෙකෙන් බෙදුවම එකක් බිඳුවක් ඉදිරියද නැහැ go here st ව print කරනවා odd කියලා print කරනවා then add in 1 now st is 2 st දැන් දෙකයි st කියන්නේ variable එකක් නේ st is now 2 2 less than the 10 yes දෙක දෙකෙන් බෙදුවම 2 divided by 2 remainder is 0 yes print st print 2 display even then go this one add 1 now it is 3 3 less than 10 yes 3 less than 10 again go here and divide by 2 and find the remainder දෙකෙන් බෙදලා ඉතිරිය ගන්නවා එතකොට 3 divide by 2 remainder is 1 එකක් ඉතිරි වෙනවා then this is not going no side print st and print odd 3 is odd add 1 මේ පැත්තට යන්න පුළුවන් you can go only this direction here this direction only st is equal st plus 1 now st is 4 check 4 is less than 10 yes come here 4 divided by 2 remainder 0 yes print 4 and even add 1 5 remainder is 1 5 and odd add 1 remainder then 6 remainder is 0 6 even 7 may පැත්තෙන් යන්නේ it was 8 may පැත්තෙන් යන්නේ then 9 මෙහෙන් යන්නේ then 10 will go this side 10 divided by 2 remainder is 0 එතකොට යා 10 මෙහෙන් යන්නේ එතකොට ඊළඟට යනවා ඔය විදිහට ගියාම next 11 less than 10 no 11 is not less than 10 therefore it will go no and stop okay this is how the coding works quickly draw this after finishing let me know when you finish drawing, let me know. Finished? Okay. So finished? Finished writing? Draw arrows perfectly in a correct way, okay? Correct side, put arrowheads in correct side. Otherwise, this is wrong. So then let's discuss how to do this in programming. How to convert this flowchart to program. So that is very important thing, right? How to convert this flowchart to a program. So in your book, you have Pascal programming. So I'm going to show you how to do this using Pascal programs. I'm going to show you how to do this using Pascal program. Right? Okay. So then let me show the steps. Right. So you can just go and search online Pascal, and then you can see in the tutorials point here, you have online Pascal compiler. No need to install Pascal. If you have Pascal installed, that is good in your machine, right? If you have installed Pascal, it's good in your machine. You can install Pascal in DOSBox, or you can go to this online Pascal compiler, this one. So here, there's a small program. You can see program hello world, and that is to give some output. And if you have input and output, you just mention here input, comma output both. Right? Then begin write ln hello world. Write ln means write in line, write line hello world and end. Let me run this quickly to show you what's happening. Okay, let me execute here. You have execute. You can use the same URL. May URL එකම පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Install කරන්න නැතුව run කරන්න. Let's execute. Okay, since this is internet, it will take some time. Let me close the ad quickly. Okay, now you can see after running this, it will print hello world. It will print hello world. That is very basic program. Okay, assume that you have variables. You have variables. You declare in var section. If you have a variable, you have to declare it in var section. Here you have a variable. Right? Here you have variable. So then, okay. So let me write you. Our variable is st. We have one variable, and that is st. You can write that st variable here, st, and you can say that is integer. St, that is integer variable. Right? St is an integer variable. Integer variable means it's a whole number. right? Then you can tell, okay, begin. Then here you can assign a value. You can tell a equal කියලා කියන්නේ colon එකයි සමාන ලකුණයි ගන්න. A equal 100. Okay, then so assume that you have variable a and you have variable called b as well. A is, you have b. Then let's say b equal 30. And if you want to print the total, you can say print a, or you can say total equal a plus b, and you can write the total. Here total also you have to declare. Tot is integer. So this is actually example for previous day activity. Then let me execute this. Okay, it shows an error. Identify not found. Let's say integer int. Still not. Okay, let me go back. It's correct, actually. Integer is correct. Integer is correct. I think because of the space. Integer is correct. Let's put some space and write down this integer. Execute. Okay, now you can see because of the space. Okay, sorry, because of the space it gives the error. Now you can see it's 130. මේ අර කලින් සතියේ එකට example එකක් තමයි මම කිව්වේ. So if you, this is sequence, you have variable called a, variable called b, and variable called total. A b total. එතකොට a වලාගේ CI, b is 30, then total is a plus b. Then you are asking to print total. You can print like this. If you want total is, then the total. Yes, total is plus, let's put total is separate one and then right line. Total is, then the total. Okay, when you run this, you can see the output there. So first one is, okay, what's wrong here? Spaces, always it gives problem. You have to use single quotation, sorry, not double quotation. Don't use double quotation. You have to use single quotation. Now this is correct. Here total is 100. And if you put right without right line, right ln to right කියලා දැම්මොත්, then when you execute, this, you can see the output in a single line, because right will write and will not go to the next line. Right කියලා කිව්වොත් right කරනවා ඊළඟ line එකට යන්නේ නැහැ. 130. Then right ln will go to the next line. I think you better write down this one as well. මේ program එකක් ලියා ගන්න ඕන නම් හොඳයි. This is example for sequence. This is example for sequence. Keep the same spaces. Spaces ඒ විදිහටම තියන්න. This is example for sequence. Don't write in colors, you can just write.